Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maria. This is my colleague Anthony. And on stage today, we've got with us a kiosk, which you'd agree is a bit different to the usual bunch of iPads, iPhones, and laptops used for demonstrations. It's a completely live installation. It's connected to a production host at one of our customer banks all the way in Russia, hence the bear. We seem to live up to the cliches. No matter how strange it might sound, this isn't the innovation that we want to present today. Not the kiosk, not the services implemented on it. What we want to talk about is Transaxis. Transaxis is an open development banking platform that lets you build innovative products and services in the field of retail banking and payments. So you can build anything from card management systems, terminal driving, all the way to loans and deposits. Transaxis is not an innovation for the end consumer. It is an innovation for the innovator. And it's got three main advantages that we would like to highlight today. One, it lets you build those innovative products and services. Two, it offers unparalleled reduction in time to market. And three, it allows for cost savings. And the kiosk is here today to help us illustrate the first advantage, the innovation. Anthony, please take us through this.
Okay. So as Maria had mentioned, this is a live installation, and we're connected through a secure internet connection to our customer bank in Russia. Now, the service that we're here to talk about is the instant issuance of a virtual prepaid card. So I'm going to follow a fairly straightforward set of screens here, and I've selected the cardless operation, which means that to load this prepaid card, I'm going to do a cash deposit. Now, I could have used a credit card or a debit card, including EMV with chip and PIN. But cash is a great option maybe if you're underbanked. Perhaps you don't have a credit card and a bank account, but you do still want to shop on the internet. So I'll select the application, accept the terms and conditions, and select the currency for this prepaid card. In this case, let's go with US dollars. Now, to load the card, I'm using a 500 ruble banknote, which happens to be the preferred currency of Russian banks. Now, our customer has also deployed this service not only on their ATMs, but also on their internet banking application, and we're launching it on Facebook as well. So I'll confirm the deposit. Accept the transaction fee, and instantaneously the prepaid card is being issued. Now, on this receipt is all the necessary information in order for me to do a transaction over the internet or at any retailer that will take a card-not-present transaction. For added security, you can also put in transaction limits as well as SMS notification. All right, so if anybody wants to come and take a look at the kiosk at our booth or talk to us about how we've empowered this customer to use Transaxis for innovation, please come and visit us. All right?
Thank you very much, Anthony. So this was the advantage of creating innovative products and services, as an example of one of those. The other two that I've mentioned were cost-cutting and time to market. Well, let's pause here for a second and think, once you've decided to innovate these days, what are the options available to you? Well, option one, you can go to your vendor. You can buy a system from them or to a service provider. But what happens then is that some of them will say, well, actually, we can't do that, but we'll give you a good discount on this service over here. And the one that you actually never need, will never need, it doesn't comply with your marketing strategy. The others will say, okay, bring in the tech spec. You go, way, great start. But 4 to 6 months down the line, and having performed a dozen of amends to your tech spec and an ingenious idea from your integration team that makes your whole system look like a bowl of spaghetti where things are coming in, how they're coming out, and what's happening in the middle you don't know. So you end up with a product that looks more or less like what you wanted it to look in the beginning. So your second option, for maybe braver ones of us, is to build your system yourself. But this way, the innovation is no longer at the center stage. You have to think about the standards, the payment system mandates, the regulations. You must not lose sight of things like fault tolerance, scalability, and you're never guaranteed that your integration team will not cook up another bowl of spaghetti. So Transaxis lets you combine the two options, put all the goods together and get rid of all the uglies. So you can build innovative products and services that are also integrated, deal really well with everything that the industry has to throw at you, maintain all the essential system properties, and issue those services really fast and at a fraction of the cost. So back to the service that Anthony showed here today, the bank designed this service completely themselves, as the vendor were not involved, and from scratch, from complete just idea on a piece of paper to a full production launch, and not only on kiosks, but also ATM and internet banking. It's taken them 15, that's 15 man days. That's from developing, testing, debugging, and launching the system in the full production mode. And as I said, we, the vendor, were not involved in it at all, so it cost the bank only the salaries of 2 regular IT staffers that the bank employs, so it's just their salaries. This is our innovation, so if you're interested, please come and see us at our stand. We can show you how this kiosk works with a credit card, debit card, and also a couple of other services that we developed. Thank you very much.